All right, cute. See, this is a nice combo. There's 2 cards, and like they're kind of playable outside of each other, and like the rest of the deck is like cohesive and stuff like that. I assume they're never printing fetch lands again in Standard. Would just be ideal. ASN seems fine. Good old-fashioned Meandering River. Why don't they print dual lands that are 2 land types but always come into play tapped and uncommon? I don't know. Yeah, Sakatli is very good against green-black. That being said, it's probably not going to be very good against Naya. So, at the beginning of your combat step, create a token that's a copy of equipped a creature, except that token isn't legendary. If the equipped creature is legendary, it gains haste. Let's make sure. Yeah, I'm really kind of surprised we haven't had a reprint on Temples yet. I firmly stand by the fact that Temples are the best dual lands ever printed. Always choose to go first. That's the TLDR. Go first. There's your article. Go first. Raff. Sorry, just eating a quick snack. I've been live for almost 6 hours. And Christy's not coming home with a late dinner for another hour or so. Here is a good rip till I go Forest Vivian here. Not a forest, we got that going for us. Sure. That's a pretty good one. That's really fantastic. My Lyra is bigger than your Lyra. My Lyra is bigger than your Lyra. My Lyra is bigger than your Lyra. Neener, neener, neener. Have we played the Infinite Dino deck? We have not played the Polyraptor deck. Yeah, like, this is encouraging them to attack with their Lyra, because, like, obviously we're winning the race, so there's no sense in us not attacking, and then, like, the Settle the Wreckage are just gonna get them. They don't have another Conclave Tribunal here. This card's a personal Howling Mine, too. It lets us draw extra cards, so, like, come at me. I'm picking up what this deck is putting down. It's kind of sweet. I like that we've got like just a bunch of playable cards in our deck while also having a sweet infinite combo. Might see a full swing here even, so they can attack like through Tocatli here. That's incredibly rude. I liked my Lyra. I think even if they just attack with Lyra here, I'm going to burn a Settle on it. I don't really want to take that hit against a deck with Banefire in the main. Let's take a peekaboo here. Nope, don't need that one. I like how the cards spin away when they get settled too. So it's a good attention to detail. We'll scry during our upkeep here. Well, yep. I'm like, we're still not in a bad spot here, right? Sure. You got the soul reads. I think the add stop thing at the beginning of the turn is a latency thing more than a bug. And maybe they could work to improve the latency, but I'm not sure about that. Well, that's pretty sweet. That's going to make 3/3 since we have the Immortal Sun out. I think it makes your spells cost less too. It's so good. Sure. And like, we make another token next turn. We draw 2 cards for the turn with the Immortal Sun, and then we draw a card with the Treasure Cove as well. Seems pretty good. It's a good first game so far. That's a great one for the surprises. Come on. At least we're still at. At least we're still at 17 here. So we can take a couple of hits. This is gonna be a 4/4 with flash. This is like super resto. Would Memorial to Glory be a good addition to this deck? Maybe. So like you're watching a game where we're flooding out and concluding. We need more utility lands. I think it's kind of tough because we have like these Meandering Rivers are tap lands. So like putting even more tap lands in my deck seems like it could be tough. All right, so they can make this a 6/7. So I'm gonna put 2 of these in front of here and then trade this here. So I'll have 1 knight left over at the end, and then I get to draw 3 cards again next turn. So they'll kill my captain, they'll kill my knight, I'll have a knight, and I'll draw 3 cards again next turn. Wait, these tokens don't exile? These tokens are there permanently? Really? Am I reading this right? Huh. Alright. I guess I should have copied that. I just assumed those tokens went away. That's, okay. Sure. Listen, chat. This deck was submitted as a meme. I just assumed that card couldn't be that good. I just assumed there was zero possibility that that card was that good. Jeff just found out why it's good in draft. God. Cards like this existing are just like the poster children of why I hate limited. It's a commander staple, I believe that. I just submitted the deck, I didn't specify it was a meme. Yeah, you know who you are. I could have pumped the angel and made 4/4s. Yeah, I could have, instead of playing the history. If I'm being honest, I just didn't count my mana before I started clicking on things. I just started clicking on things before I counted my mana. Binding seems fine. Does Cleansing Nova seem okay? This could be okay. Blink of an Eye is probably loose. The counter spells in the main deck are weird. I wouldn't be too surprised if we end up getting rid of the counter spells. Yeah, I'll bring in the Tefreeze. It's like board up, pull up a little bit. The Tecatlis are really bad, actually. The Tecatlis just don't have text, basically. I feel like what we're doing, we're probably a tap out control deck more than anything. I just play the decks that I've been played to pay. Master my pancake. Forgot to start recording when we started this deck. I'll have to cut it off of the Twitch later. Awkward. Played to pay, paid to play, whatever the words are. Listen, chat, words are hard. English is a tough language. Stands fine. Thank you for my fries, Brecken Sky. Hope you're having a good evening. Evening, Immortal. Good luck tomorrow at the Open, Zach. What's under my stream decker? Double history. Well then. How dead are we, chat? Pretty dead? Nope. Stream decker's on Helm midrange. I just need to give myself the best possible chance to hit Settle or the Sweeper next turn, right? So I'm taking 12 this turn, but I get a Scry here and then 2 Scries and a draw step next turn. So I get 4 looks. Because this is going to give me enough mana to Scry plus cast anything when it flips, so you're not just dead. How do I find it? You can click into my Stream Decker page, Chris and Chill. If you're not sure how to do that, you'll also be able to find it later tomorrow on my YouTube channel. All right, 4 outs. All right, turns out double history on the play's pretty good. didn't realize how much I missed Wendy's until today. Are fries a limited time? The cheer boat? Yeah, the cheer boat's just there for the Wendy's promotion. So those will be, the custom cheer boat will be gone tomorrow. I should put some kind of custom cheer boat on the channel though. Seems fine on the play. A little slow, but like Settle the Wreckage is very good if they're aggressive, have an aggressive start again. Resplendent Angel gets to fly over. The best card in Standard is the second History of Benalia. That's a great way to put it. Come seal away. Come seal away. Come seal away with me. Do 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 do. Yep. Gobble, gobble. And then 3-3 lines up into 2-3 well, obviously, here. So I'm going to go ahead and play that because it's just a good blocker. If they, like, have a removal spell and hit us, it's not a big deal. It's only 2 points. We're still at 20. No plays is excellent for us. I'm not an advocate of you going babyface, but I did need a new Razor. Congrats / condolences. Thanks for the support. Thanks for checking out the Harry's thing. Where can I find this blue-white deck list? There is a deck list widget on the left side of your screen called Stream Decker that you can click on. Alternatively, you can also type !deck in chat to get a direct link to the deck list on my Stream Decker webpage. Always do my best here to try and make information accessible to folks. Yep, no problem. Hope you're having a good Friday night. Thanks for joining us here. Yep. If they don't have removal for both of these, like, even just getting like one free 4/4 here will be very good. That is unfortunate. The Murph for face. Thanks for the 5-month resubscription there. I appreciate that. Welcome back. Thanks for keeping me employed here. I said bind her. Throw away the key. Am I about to take an extra turn with this? That is a fantastic animation. We have ascended, chat. We have ascended. Bless us, everyone. No blocks. Gosh, the sound effect's good too. Just all so good, chat. Why is it all so good? Smush. Alright. I think I'm gonna shift up some of the spells in the main deck of this really quick here. I think the counter spells are some hot nonsense. These syncopates are some hot nonsense. I also think Blink of an Eye is some hot nonsense. Like we're playing a white base deck, so we should just like have ways to exile things. Like Seal Away is fine here. Ixalan's Binding is A+. What are other playable 2-drops? Do I just want Adanto Vanguard in here? Making Adanto Vanguards is pretty good too, right? The answer is always Adanto Vanguard. Fair. Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Should Tecatli just go to the sideboard? I was kind of thinking that. Just like put these over here. Think I like that. Give it a go. Let's go and update the stream decker and dive back into another match here. I kind of like the idea of having the... So Teferi kind of fights with the Immortal Sun, and I kind of like the Immortal Sun in this 75. Seems pretty reasonable. Like we have a lot of threats that go wide-ish. Curve. No, I don't think we're really looking for anything like Chemist's Insight. Our deck's got a lot of 4 and 5 mana spells in it already. Cut the Tecatli Honor Guards to the sideboard. Immediately queue into green-black. Sounds like good, clean living. Cut Tecatli Honor Guards to the board. And enchantment removal to the main. Immediately queue into the deck that those are terrible changes against. Just how it goes. We already did the Wednesday hours, Big Mama. Yeah, the deck has a lot of individually powerful cards. It also has like a cute combo finish inside of it. I think next turn I'm gonna go ahead. Next turn I'm gonna go ahead and just take a draw step rather than scry, because if I hit a 5th line naturally, I want to play Lyra. If they offer this trade, I'm going to take it. If they offer this trade, I'm not going to take it. And the reason for that is this one lets them draw cards when their other creatures die. So, like, this dying and drawing a card, like, isn't worth trading for. Especially when I have, like, Resplendent Angel and Lyra to gain health in the future. Like, I just get to use my life total as a resource here kind of aggressively. Oh, Temple of Tilt. Do you think this deck would be better with Hollowed Fountain, chat? Budget magic, right? Hey, Mex Crux, thank you very much for the Twitch Prime support. There's a lot of great people making a lot of great stuff on Twitch. Thanks for supporting mine. I appreciate it. Push up, green black journey. Thank you, Big Mama. Appreciate the support. What are the odds I'm about to get cast down here? Probably high. I'm gonna put Lyra into play. And just smash. So I can't get a token this turn because this is only gaining 4 with Lyra. Oh, you want me to just pump the Angel? Nah, I think I want to get the Lyra into play. I think this is fine. We're like pretty far ahead here, right? Like they need to beat the Lyra. They need to beat the Resplendent Angel. Like even the Helm of the Host is like threatening to overwhelm them at some point here. I got the treasure map going as well. I get to scry at the end of turn and scry again in my upkeep. Vivian Reed, sure, that fixes one of your problems and leaves you dead on board.
Every fight makes me stronger.
God, Helm Lyra is absurd, isn't it?
Feel the wrath of Shalai.
Alright, so Helm of the Host gives it haste too, right? Token gets haste, yeah. So we'll equip Helm of the Host to Resplendent Angel and attack for lethal next turn. A lot of roads that were heading towards Rome that game, chat. A lot of roads that were heading towards Rome. Alright, Tekatli Honor Guard, get in my deck. Is it Cleansing Nova matchup? Probably not. Seal Away is too much of a liability. Treasure Map's probably fine. Need to cut 2 more cards. Adanto Vanguard actually isn't very good here, right? Like, it doesn't attack profitably into their board a lot of the time, and I don't have a lot of health to pay to protect it. What do we think of this? I don't think it's a Negate matchup. They have, like, Trophy and Planeswalkers. I don't know, I think I'd rather just have, like, Sweepers. I don't know if Teferi's good enough. Is Teferi better than Cleansing Nova? Yeah, maybe Teferi's better than Cleansing Nova. And before anyone says anything about the Teferi and the Immortal Sun, here's the secret to cards like that. If you have Teferi or Immortal Sun and you draw the other, it's okay because one of those cards staying in play probably means you're winning the game by a landslide. So it's like okay if one makes the other awkward because they're both great. It's a little slow, but it's got like a bunch of good spells in it. 3, 4, 5. Yeah, they both draw 2 cards a turn, right? So if they draw like 1 blank, it's like no big deal. Like they'll draw more. Raff gives Lyra flash. She's an instant speed angel, chat. Instant speed angels. I think it's a good stand-in for MTGO budget players. I think Arena's a good stand-in for anybody that just likes playing good, fun digital Magic. I wouldn't really recommend playing standard on Magic Online to anybody, unless maybe if I really hated someone, I would be like, hey, you should play standard on Magic Online. But like, I'm excited for what this December 6th announcement could be. You think we're dead? Why would we be dead? Well, the December 6th announcement is related to organized play in esports. Play Magic Online for 30 seconds, and you'll understand why Magic Online is bad. Alright, there's the Black Swords for their Vraska's Contempt. Yeah, Magic Online is basically becoming where you go to play Modern and Legacy and Vintage and Cube and stuff like that. Arena is basically never going to have those older non-rotating formats. They have a 2-mana removal spell here. I'm just dead. I hope they have a cast down in their hand. I think they had their stops wrong here. Yeah, they needed to go into full control mode to kill my Lyra before it blocked there. Now I get to go double Resplendent Angel, and then next turn I'll get to activate one of these bad Mammoth Dam as an attack. Maybe. We'll see what they do here. Ship's captain's gonna trade for Jade Light here. Thanks. Sorry I missed that. They've been banned. Apologies. Wow, that... I think this was wrong on their part, because like now I get to untap and hit this, and then hit them for 5, make a 4/4. Ship's Mage, whatever. Whatever this card's called, whatever it does. This token's got beautiful artwork too. Magic's got such good art in it. I was playing, there's a game called Dice Throne that one of Christie's coworkers is really into, and I've played them, or I've played that a couple of times. One of the things I realized quickly when I was playing is that I really missed the beautiful artwork that Magic tends to have. So I can go Honor Guard. This thing has Vigilance too, right? Yep. So I'm gonna go Honor Guard into History, like trying... Basically, I want them to, like, use the Brontodon to kill my History, so that way I can stick the Immortal Sun. I don't know, Johnny. I would hope that when they address the 5th card issue, they're gonna retroactively fix things, but there's no guarantee that that happens, I suppose. Trade, block, take 3, go to 3. Hey, Quick Kind, thank you very much for the very generous sub gifts. Hope you're having a good Friday wherever you're at. Thanks for hanging out here. Welcome, folks. Remember, if you're a new sub, you should pop it into our subs Discord. You can take up to an hour to sync sometimes, but a lot of good chats there about magic, life, and all sorts of other great stuff. So what I want to do here, so the Thrashing Brontodon makes my plays a little bit awkward. I think it's just binding the Brontodon. It's like binding the Brontodon, and then like these two kind of check these two. And then like I could stick the Immortal Sun or Shalai next turn. If they're really aggressive, they might Vraska's Contempt my 2/2 Knight and push like a point of damage next turn, but like then Shalai can come down nice and clean. Like this line loses me the pump on the History of Benalia, but the pump doesn't really matter, right? Like if I win this game, I'm going to be winning it by a lot, I think. Wow, that seems okay for us. How greedy is it to play this? I think I'm gonna do it anyways. Hey, Ixalan, thank you for the bits. I appreciate it. I gotta go. Great you white deck, great stream. Please put these hot salty fries towards red white goblins. Will do. Thanks for the support. Thanks for keeping me employed here. Man, double Shalai is hot. Double Shalai is kind of absurd. They just give each other hexproof. That's fantastic. This deck is sweet. Just like blue-white good cards with like a combo finish mixed in. Like, Helm's been like, we haven't even gotten to infinite combo yet, and like, Helm's just been like genuinely good with our angels. Lock them out. Gorgia, thanks for the 19-month resub. I appreciate that. Welcome back. Who here hates the Drake deck? What's going on, Algrath? Welcome back. Thanks for keeping me employed here. And you get hexproof, and you get hexproof. Everybody gets hexproof. What's more interactive than everything having hexproof, chat? How does the infinite combo work? You put Helm of the Host on top of the Time Captain, and then every turn you make a new Time Captain and take another turn with it. It is adorable. Adorable is a great word to describe it. Isn't this deck better without the combo? I don't know, maybe. It's less sweet without the combo. Why do you hate sweet things? I was going to access the subs Discord. You need to link your Discord account to your subscribed Twitch account using your desktop computer. That's the part a lot of people miss. Has to be done on your desktop. And then the server will pop up in your connections to join. The worst part about playing Adanto Vanguard on Arena is the fact that you can never auto-pass priority. Melker, thank you for the 7-month resub. I appreciate that. Welcome back. Doke. I'd like to continue attacking with this. They might trade this for 4 points of health here. Would not be too surprised to see that. Which I think is fine, because me going low here encourages them to attack with both of these next turn too, which means just Settle the Wreckage just gets them. And like, since I'm saying Settle the Wreckage gets them, I'm sure that means they're about to play a Shalai of their own and punish me, but I'm definitely gonna try and get them with Settle here. Lyra, sure. So I get to settle these. There's no way these aren't coming in, right? So I get to settle these, and then I get to untap an Ixalan's Binding Lyra and correct them for 11. Boop it on the nose. And like, binding the Lyra is so incredibly good here because like, that's the best card in this pseudo mirror, right? So like, no more Lyras for you, come back later. Yeah, I'm buying what this deck is selling. I'm picking up what it's putting down. I like what's going on here. Remorseful Cleric, sure. Smush. It's good to know that they have Lightning Strike in their deck. That could impact how aggressive I want to be with my health total later in this game. Who's excited for them to attack with this next turn and have it get gobbled up by this? This is giving me all sorts of resto twinges. Yeah, it looks like the opponent's playing Red White Angels. Come at me, bro. That's sad. They're being defensive, chat. I'm supposed to activate my trap card. Why didn't you activate my trap card? Yes, they have to block both of these. I get to pay life to keep this alive. They lose both their threats, and then they get one draw. One last shot. The chance to roll. Can't do 8 out of nowhere. Yeah, you can flash in Shalai in response to removal too. Just A+. Quite fantastical. Yeah, definitely a Teferi matchup. Honestly, it's probably a Cleansing Nova to catch up matchup. Adanto on the draw is probably pretty bad. I think I want to just... Oh, there's numbers right here. There's numbers right here. There's numbers right here. Eventually, I remember there's numbers right here. Eventually, I will remember that there are numbers right here. Someday. Somewhere over the rainbow, I'll remember they put numbers on this page. Do-do-do-do-do-do. My Jeff sub doesn't end for 9 days. My Prime sub just became available from another stream. I want to use my Prime sub for Jeff this month. My Prime sub to Jeff today will be good. I don't think you can Prime sub while you're already subscribed, Biologist. So I'm pretty sure you have to wait for your normal sub to expire before you can put your Prime here. And remember, you don't have to subscribe the exact same day it drops. So like if your schedule doesn't line up that you can't Prime sub the same day your auto renew sub drops off, you have like a week or 2 week overlap, or maybe even more than that. Yeah, this deck's sweet. This deck, I can't take credit for this deck. This deck, like most of the decks I play on the stream, is a really awesome viewer submitted deck list. If you're interested in potentially having one of your decks played on stream at some point in the future, be sure to check out my deck submission process on my website. Seems fine. The best part I understand is when you think you're playing a meme and then come away like, yeah, that was kind of good. Yep. Yeah, the sweet decks get punished a lot less hard in standard than they do in modern, because modern's just so brutal. Awkward. Wait, sorcerer in this deck. We've got 17. It's possible I want an 18th white source in this deck. I believe math says I want 18 for Benalia on 3. Will modern ever come to arena? I don't think so. Mr. Manad, 1/3 closer to my sword. Thank you for the 4-month resub. Welcome back. Hope you're having a good weekend wherever you're at. Hope everybody out there is having a great start to your weekend. Thanks for hanging out with us tonight. Awkward. Yeah, I'm gonna add one more white source to the deck after this. I'm gonna cut a Field of Ruin. JVL, thank you for re-upping for the 2nd month in a row. Welcome back. I'm interested to see how many of the sub badges end up shaking out to being longer once they make the change in January. What's going to happen when sets rotate? They're going to introduce a new non-rotating format when sets rotate, or before sets rotate. One of the two. One of the two. Actually taking 6 down to 8 here. No, the ranking system on Arena is currently broken. So you cannot get past silver currently. The deck list button's on the left side of the screen for Arena, actually. We should probably update what the command text says. We are 100% getting a new format. We don't know when it starts. We don't know what set it's beginning with, or when it's going to kick off, or what support it's going to have in paper, but Arena is definitely going to have a non-rotating format. Actually, just gonna get rid of the deck command from MTG bot. Just posting it from Stream Decker bot's fine. Oh, I guess when you type !deck now, this tries to look up departed deckhand. This is fine. Need some land, but it's got treasure map, so hopefully I'll find some. So I don't have enough rares for Gen Dinos, mostly due to lands. But I can build Sultai Control. What are your thoughts? The Sultai Control deck was fine. I enjoyed that one a lot. What deck do I have the most success? We've been winning a lot with a lot of different things. The deck I've enjoyed playing the most is Pirates. If you're interested in decks that I think are both good and sweet, you can check out my website and click Standard Decks at the top, jeffhoagland.com. Or Standard Decks of the Navigation if you're on mobile. And a ton of deck lists well organized up there. I think treasure map's really good. Is there a way to put a stop before combat? Yeah, you need to click on this. What is this name? Treasure map, sure. If you click on this here, it adds a stop to the main phase. Alternatively, you can also hold Control plus Shift to enable full control mode like this, which will enable every stop like you were playing Paper Magic. So you can either click here or hit Control Shift at the same time. My thoughts about Ponza. Ponza is a really terrible deck that people register anyways because they really like blowing up lands. It's one of the many decks that's just like completely unplayable that people play in Modern anyways, so they think Modern's fun. Been reading up on swordsmanship, and I think I'll be ready in a month. The Drowning Car Live, thank you for the 11 months. Welcome back. I do appreciate it. Please remember that if you want to criticize card choices, I ask that you do so in a constructive and specific manner. If you want to suggest that we should be playing a card or shouldn't be playing a card, talk about why it's a good choice to be playing it or not playing it, what you would cut, why you would cut it, what you would replace it with, etc., etc. Spyglass is naming treasure map here. I think I'm just supposed to hold up Settle the Wreckage here, right? Nah, I'm gonna play Resplendent Angel. Really wanted to hit a land that turn, obviously. Stick a Lyra or equip Helm with the Host. Awkward. Not misclick that, ideally. Hopefully they play a land, pump this, attack for 9, and we get to settle them. I like that this deck has Raff and Settle in it, because it's not 100% obvious. Like, Settle the Wreckage is often very telegraphed, so like, having access to 2 different 4-mana flash cards is very good. They know about Settle because of Spyglass. Oh, they might. You're right. I think you're right. Even if they attack with just one of these, I'm gonna settle. I'm pretty into trading this for either this or this. Really need to hit an untapped land next turn. This shutting down the treasure map was very good. This is fine. They get a land out of it, but like it's 4 mana for 4 mana. It's like an okay exchange. Need to hit the untapped land so we can stick this Lyra. All the decks on my website are updated. They are. So every time we play one of the decks on my website, I go ahead and I update it. How quickly am I gonna die? I'm at 20 here, so we might have time to just dork into the combo. So if we hit untapped land next turn now, we can equip Helm of the Host and then get some turns going. When 2 first strike units battle, they just deal combat damage to each other as normal, as if neither creature had first strike. Best of 1 constructed will rotate on December 1st. No, standard doesn't, Magic doesn't rotate again until next fall. I do need the city's blessing, but like if I hit a land that's a 5th permanent, and then this is gonna make another one. So if I hit an untapped land here, I will have the city's blessing. Hey, Blackstar Quinn, thank you very much for the 11-month resubscription. I appreciate that. Welcome back. Thanks for keeping me employed here. All right, so I literally just have to not die inside this combat step, and we'll be able to take infinite turns. Activate your Resplendent Angel. Activate your Resplendent Angel. Activate your Resplendent Angel. So we're dead to removal. But if they don't have removal here or a Sorcerous Spyglass, they're dead. They have removal, that's sad. Ah! They had removal for us! They had removal for us, chat. Oh, we were so close. That was really close considering that we like missed our 5th land for 3 turns there. If we just like hit the Lyra on curve, we'd have taken over the game. Tough beat, tough beat, tough beat. Yeah, I don't think I really anything. I guess I could have played Lyra of my own, but like if I play Lyra of my own, she just dies to Banefire, so like we end up in a pretty similar spot. I think Banefire beat us regardless of which line we took there. I was slain. Oh, I forgot to put extra planes in. Make a note to do that. Hey, Sean, thanks for the host. Hope you had a good stream. Welcome to folks who are over from Sean's channel. We're hanging out playing some Standard on Arena tonight. We're currently playing a blue-white Helm of the Host combo deck. Okay. Get a pretty good aggressive start here on the play. Is there an instance in the MTG Pro scene where a never before seen deck wins a tournament? Sure. Usually things like that are more likely to happen when a set is fresh though. When we're this deep into a standard format, like these cards have been out for a while, it's less likely to happen. You did miss the Friday part of the stream. We had this wonderful Wendy's overlay for an hour up. Got that sweet sponsor money. Did they hit a bird? They did hit a bird. Gross. So I don't really want to Ixalan's Binding Arclight Phoenix, believe it or not. I'd much rather Ixalan's Binding a Drake. I think I'm just gonna go ahead and pass the turn here. Am I okay with this running into a thing? Probably not. I'm just gonna pass here. Just Raff this turn. The Friday part of the stream took place during green-white tokens and blue-black control. Raff of God. Alright, so that Drake is something I would love to Ixalan's Binding though. Just lock them out of playing more of that one. And then I'm gonna go ahead and attack them for 11 here. Smashy, smashy. Good clean live in. Down to 5. Yeah, not a problem. Thanks for hanging out and watching the content. On a scale of 1 to 10, how excited are you for the rest of Raff set? Pretty excited. Format seems really sweet. Do they have another bird? Do you have another bird? I get a bunch of looks at another bird. There are 19 cards into their deck now, 20 cards into their deck. If one of these is a bird, they can pin it to the radical idea. Can you please play some dinosaurs? I just play the decks that are in my deck queue. Pretty simple system. This deck wants a 25th land. I'm feeling like this deck wants a 25th land. What do we think? I wanted another white source, and I was thinking about cutting a Field of Ruin, but honestly, maybe I just want like another white source as a 25th land. Doesn't seem unreasonable. Beacon Bolt's probably their best possible card to have here. It kills our Shalai and then kills our Lyra as a follow-up. This deck wants to hit like 5 and 6 lands very consistently. It's like got a lot of 4s in it. Is there a history of the deck queue like what you played last night or the night before? Yeah, in a way. Basically, everything that I stream on this channel gets put up on my YouTube channel. So you go to youtube.com/Jeff Hoagland. You can also find an archive of it on my website at jeffhoagland.com. You can click videos and then standard or modern up there and see all the standard and modern stuff that we've played. And if you want to get the exact deck list for a deck that we played, you can click into the video description. In the description of the YouTube videos, there's text deck lists. Alright, untap land. So we're dead. Mostly dead. Ba-doo. Is YouTube rip stream VOD? There is no editing on my YouTube channel. The volume of content that I create and the amount of money that YouTube makes for someone doing Magic content just like isn't worthwhile to invest money into doing YouTube stuff for me. Maybe someday, like, you know, on my channel is like 100,000 subs, I'll pay someone to like edit YouTube stuff, but it doesn't make enough actual dollar reduce to be worth investing in. Alright. I mean, technically not dead yet. Day late and a dollar short Lyra, but we'll see. What's the best control deck in my opinion? Jeskai. What would you guess it costs to build Jeskai control in Arena? No idea. That feels good. Lyra is so good. 100 bucks is usually a pretty good estimate. Oh, Resplendent Angel makes a token too. Bye, friends. There should probably be, this sideboard's a little bit of a mess. There should probably be more Seal of Ways and Ixalan's Bindings in here. I really don't have a lot of cards that I want to board in. These Immortal Suns are pretty bad. I guess these Tefris are fine. Yeah, there should definitely be more spot removal on my board. We're gonna take a look at this and edit it again after I'm done. Yeah, I need to finish the match. We're gonna add a 25th land that's another planes, and then I'm gonna go ahead and add some Seal of Ways and stuff to the sideboard, I think. Play one dino game. No, I play the decks that are in my queue in the order that they're in my queue. If you ask it in for me to play something out of order when I've already addressed your question specifically, I'm going to give you a timeout. Please and thank you. You can find details on how I can play any deck of your choosing on my website here. You can also find lots of matches I've been playing on my YouTube channel. Yeah, the decks in the stream title are the order that we play them into. So there's a Sarkhan Dinos deck that's going to be coming up later, but it'll be not the deck after this one, but the one after that. No, the ranking system is currently bugged. No one's above Silver 2, I believe. Really enjoy your content. Maybe look at stream. Nice work. What's going on, Nerzilla? Thanks for dropping by. Remember, you can always catch my stuff on my YouTube channel if you can't catch me when I'm live. Pretty good curve here. We're not going to be able to activate the treasure map right away, but the rest of the cards we have going on are pretty reasonable. Yeah, there's some algorithm thing where YouTube helps if you let people put comments on your videos, but I very firmly believe that if you're a creator that's creating a space for people to communicate online, you're responsible for what people are saying there. So if I enable YouTube comments on my video, I can't just ignore them. I would be required to read and moderate all of them, and life is too short for me to read and moderate YouTube comments. If you've ever seen the filth that people post under YouTube videos. Alright, so I'm actually going to Resplendent Angel here rather than trying to catch them off guard with the Ship Mage. And the reason why I'm going to do this is because I'd like to scry with my treasure map this turn to give myself the best possible chance to put Lyra into play next turn. Feels bad to bottom that. Yeah, we just really need another land. I might just cut a treasure map for the other land, honestly. Alright, don't stroke me. Oh, I guess they have Bacon Bolt. This is only doing 3 currently. Probably can get up to kill this. Maybe I'm supposed to play something else out as bait for the Bacon Bolt. Yeah, I'm probably supposed to bait the Bacon Bolt. Dude, you have more than the average seal GP? Thanks. Alright, so you have a shock or something, or did they miscount? Shock. Alright, so they messed up there. They could have shocked my face, so they're down 2 points of damage because they messed up. So, upkeep. Let's go ahead and do this. Yeah, I'm in for Teferi. I am saying Bacon Bolt. Yeah, the tooltip damage counts itself, which is, the tooltip is, like, technically correct, but it's one of those things where it should probably not say that. Ow. Still. Ooh, that's a good one. This deck is incredibly sweet. And I actually really dig what this deck is doing. The fact that what's it called has been really good too. The fact that the Helm of the Host has just been like a genuinely good magic card inside of the combo. It's just been fantastic for us. Kind of punished for attacking with this. Oh, they didn't attack because they want to play around Seal Away. Sure. It's incredibly expensive. I don't know. I don't know what magic cards cost. I don't buy magic cards. My map is ready to flip. You're not wrong. No, not gonna flash in Teferi for the memes. probably dead there, right? Oh, that's true. That's a good point. If I had tapped it, we could untap it right away. Alright, what are we doing? So I want another land in here. I might just put a memorial in here. Nah, I'm gonna put an untapped land. 5 tapped lands is too many. As much as I would like a utility land, I think 5 tapped lands is too many. What am I cutting? What am I cutting? Yeah, it might just be a map. The map's like extra card advantage. Yeah. I'm gonna put a couple more sealaways in the sideboard here. And another binding, I think. The Shield Mare is probably nonsense. Honestly, these Cleansing Novas are probably nonsense. I'll split these negates 2-2 with stroke. Let's do that. Let's do that. How we doing, folks? Good evening. Welcome, welcome, welcome. We got almost 1,400 people here. That's great. If you're new, my name is Jeff Hoagland. I'm a full-time streamer and content producer here on Twitch. I'm here playing Magic 30, 40, 50 hours a week. I play basically nothing but constructed Magic on this channel. So if that's your jam, be sure to follow if you're enjoying it. We play a ton of Standard here on Arena. We also play some Modern on Magic Online. If you really enjoy my stuff, please consider subscribing. My subscribers are the people that keep me employed here full-time. I wouldn't be here day in and day out with their support. I love what I do here, but they're the reason I'm able to do this as a job. They're the folks that keep me employed. Past subscribing, you can also support my stuff by checking out some of my really awesome sponsors. Harry's Razor would like to get that nice, close, clean shave. Remember, just because you like playing the degenerate decks doesn't mean you have to look like it. Using code Jeff Hoagland at bit.ly/HoagleShave, you can save $5 on your new starter kit with them. Cardsphere.com would love to help you turn your cards into other cards directed to the players. There's no haggling, and they just take a 1% fee off the top. InkedGaming.com would love to help you customize your gaming experience using code Jeff12. You can save 12% on custom playmats, mouse pads, binders, and bags with them. You can upload your own custom artwork or choose from the wide range of stuff that they have on their website. And of course, I'd like to welcome everyone out there to Hoaglandia. Thanks for dropping by our little slice of the internet here. I know there's a lot of great people making a lot of great stuff on Twitch, and I appreciate you choosing to spend part of your Friday and your weekends here with us. I'm gonna head back in there, play 1 or 2 more matches with this deck. It's kind of sweet. And we've got a big red mid-range control deck coming up next, and then Sarkin Dinos to follow that. You say if we're new to Magic, you're a Magic streamer. What if we're not new? Are you still a Magic streamer? Yeah, I mean, you know, Magic, memes, streams, whatever you want. This is just like classic Magic the Gathering, right? Just like add a land to your deck, immediately mulligan a 1-lander. Tapped lands suck, but this is a keep. What am I shuffling? I'm shuffling my Shuffling deck, which is a red-green madness deck. It's basically like the MTG equivalent to a fidget spinner. I just like keep a sleeve deck on my desk so I can shuffle when my hands are idle. Another Drake's matchup. I'm glad I put, glad I rounded out my play set of Sealaways in the board. Been a lot of Drake's deck. Is the Drake deck, as someone who's blissfully unaware of how much these decks cost to build, is the Drake deck cheap to build in terms of rare count? I feel like it has to be with how many people I see playing it. It's pretty cheap. You keep 4 sleeve cards. Do you flick? I flick sometimes. I like having a whole deck though to just like mash shuffle. We do the mash. We do the standard mash. Do 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 do. Yep. It's fine. Thankfully we have both of our main deck sealed aways in our opener here. Come at me, bro. Come seal away. Come seal away. Come seal away with me. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. All right. So our treasure map's gonna get our ramp on. It's gonna help us hit more land drops naturally. Which is just fantastic. Let's put a stop on our upkeeps. We're probably gonna scry end step, scry upkeep. That's unbeatable. I mean, very good. That's gonna be a tough nut to crack. Adanto Vanguard looking really poopy here. Caw. Magic Toad, thank you very much for the brand new Prime support. If you're shipping your Bezo bucks this way this month and keeping me employed here, welcome, welcome. Hope you're having a good weekend. Which does not have Enigma or Maximize Velocity. Okay, that's good to know. Yeah, Matt is my buddy who's been playing a lot of this deck, and he said he was very impressed with the Murmuring Mystics. Hopefully they get greedy and attack us with the Mystics. We can seal it away. Would be ideal for us over here, who are otherwise dying to it. Not good enough to know what will qualify, but we're consider replacing Adanto. Nah, I think Adanto's a fine game one card. Like, Adanto's definitely not good in these spots, but I think there's enough spots where it's reasonable that it's a fine card to have. Too many birds, chat. Too many birds. I think I'm trading Adanto Vanguard for a 1/1. I mean, Murmuring Mystic costs twice as much mana as Young Pyromancer, so it probably makes sense that it's a little bit better. Yeah, Bird Tribal MVP. Really need to draw a Lyra here. If we can stick a Lyra with no Bacon Bolt on the other side, we'll be okay. Got 2 shots at a Lyra, we get a draw step plus a treasure cove. I guess Settle the Wreckage would also do. I mean, this is technically not dead yet play, right? Did Crackling Drake out? Why all of a sudden Standard over Modern? Well, Standard had a rotation which got rid of a bunch of the cards that made it not a lot of fun. And this current Standard format is the best format of Magic I've ever played. I stream to play fun games, and in my opinion, Standard has more fun games than Modern in it right now. Modern still has its share of interesting stuff, but the quality of game that you play in Standard right now is much higher than the average quality of game that you play in Modern. Yeah, we're dead to a few things here, but like nothing we can really do about that. So like the thing is, Modern used to be the only reasonable choice, right? Like Standard was terrible, Legacy was the brainstorm, ponder, force of will pit that it's always been. So like if you wanted variety, Modern was the only choice. And Modern's always had a bunch of really terrible games of Magic in it, but it was the only choice for a long time. Just, you know, it is what it is. And now that we've got this great alternative that generates a fantastic range of great games of Magic and doesn't have any of the rancidness that Modern has, it's just like really great. This Standard format has all the best things I love about Modern and none of the Tron, none of the Dredge, none of the Terminus. Hey, what's going on, Moniz? Thank you for the Twitch Prime support. Welcome. Thanks for keeping me employed here this month with that. Yeah, and not only that, Mike of mine, but the resource reducing mechanics that we have in Standard right now are very, very good. Standard has a ton of great ways to, between explore and surveil and utility lands, like there's a ton of, why didn't they attack with it? They were scared to settle the wreckage. Alright, well, I'm gonna do this and just bluff settle again here, because they played around it last turn. They might not play around it this turn since they can kill us, but I like them playing around it last turn. Seems like a good line. If they played around it last turn, maybe they're supposed to play around it again this turn. Yeah, we're gonna keep taking like the super busted decks in Modern that I find fun to play, but I'm gonna scale back on taking some of the ones where it's just like, well, we got beat up 3 of the 4 matches that we played. The one we played was like kind of sweet, but the other 3 were just miserable. Honest question, what's wrong with Terminus? Terminus creates high variance games of Magic in the same way Dredge does. Alright, so they're gonna kill me with shock. Yeah, good game, opponent. Could have played that really well. We stumbled a little bit too much earlier and just couldn't recover. Alright, so Seal Away's great. Teferi's fine. Didn't I put another Ixalan's Binding in here? Did I end up not doing that? Oh, I put these in, right? I put these in. Derf. 61. Oh, this is bad. Adanto's not good. I'll leave these in. Couple of strokes seems good. Yeah, the Wendy's hour is over. The fry cheers are still enabled. That one of the most format-defining Planeswalkers ever could get unbanned and basically do nothing tells you all you need to know about Modern. Yep. Yep. A lot of people thought Jace was going to break Modern because they wanted Modern to be a format that it wasn't. It's just like what it comes down to. I think this hand's better than 5. Just like draw land. Let's just draw some spells and cast them. Jace the Mind Sculptor. This hand gets to play Magic if it draws spells. There's no guarantee that a 5 does that. There's no guarantee that a 5 is good. You have AFK, opponent? Come back. Come back, Drakes. For a competitive Modern League, which do you prefer? Hollowed One or Vengevine? I think Hollowed One's one of the best decks in Modern. It's absurdly consistent. It's very, very good. If you had to if you asked me to pick out my top picks for best decks in Modern, it would definitely include Hollowed One. That deck feels bad to play because it has a bunch of cards that say random on it, but it's incredibly consistent. They floop a bird into play here, we could be in trouble. No, I'm not a big fan of spirits. I think tempo decks without lightning bolt in them are kind of silly. I also am just not a huge fan of the card collecting company. Well, our plan of drawing spells is not coming to fruition, chat. I'm gonna coil my lava. Yep. Alright, let's take a draw step or two at Lyra before we concede here. I guess Settle the Wreckage is also decent. Seal away. Alright. Excellent. Excellent. Let's play one more match with this one before we wrap it up and move on to Big Red. I mean, game one was kind of interesting. Magic happens, chat. That's just like, if you can't win and lose games of Magic like that, you just can't play the game. Check out Hearthstone, check out Artifact, check out Chess, check out Go. Like, these games have variance by design, and the majority of the variance that's built into a game like Magic is built into the resource system. You've seen Jeskai Spirits running Eidolon Heal It? Sure. I've not seen it, but I've heard, I can imagine the types of spells it would play. Sounds like a collection of just like underpowered Magic cards that are gonna get beat up by a bunch of the things that are good in Modern. I'm just like very much on the let's just smork people plan in Modern. Man, my favorite are the comments that don't contribute anything that also have typos in them. Double Meandering River, I guess we'll keep. Got good spells in it. Lyra's so good. Lyra plus Angel is so good. Yeah, I mean, well, like, one of the reasons why Hearthstone has so much random built into its cards is because Hearthstone's an incredibly low variance game, right? Like, Hearthstone has no resource variance, and it has 30 card decks, and most games you draw most of your deck. We've not gone infinite. We were one turn off of going infinite earlier tonight, and the opponent had a lethal Banefire. So, when you have facial hair, occasionally it gets itchy. So you scratch the facial hair. That's how it works. Nice, Iceman. Yeah, with the 23rd land, the ops become less important. Also winter. Yep, dry skin. I'm gonna need to, if we hit the Harry's goal and I shave my face, I'm probably gonna need to lotion up the dry skin. Have you tried building a blue-white combo-less version of this deck? I don't know. The Helm of the Hosts have actually been, like, okay Magic cards. Like, the time whatever is, the time card is whatever, but, like, it feels like the Helm of the Host has not been terrible. How does the combo work? Helm of the Host with Timestream Navigator, whatever that card is called, that lets you take infinite turns once you have the City's Blessing. Spirits doesn't play Geist because it's not an evasive threat. Modern's a format that is all about creatures for the most part, so a 2/2 just gets blocked on the ground in most matchups. History, sure. 3/4 into 5/5, probably gonna unlock this up pretty well. They're gonna need double removal spell here, basically. What deck is playing double Cleric main deck? A person who hates green black. I mean, our deck has plenty of defense against flyers. We have 4 3/3 flyers, then we have a 3/4, and then other 4-mana flyers as well. So I feel like adding more ways to interact with flyers is not really filling a void that we have. You always want to kind of ask yourself when you're making changes to a deck, like, what issues does this deck have, and how do I fix those issues with my changes? Do you have a way to exile my Shalai? If they have a 4-mana enchantment here, we could be in trouble. But if they don't have a way to kill this, we're going to stick Lyra next turn, and then they definitely won't have a way to kill her. Deal. Nice 4 3s. Good luck. This is a I'm reading Timestream Navigator pause. Alright, 10-point swing. Your move. Attack with Baneslayer Angel. Yeah! Concede to my time walk. Alright. What do we got? So they've got some random flyers. Teferi's probably pretty good. Immortal Sun's probably decent just for the... I'm just gonna swap that for Teferi. This might be okay just for the Anthem effect. They probably don't have Planeswalkers in their deck. I think I'm just gonna swap to Teferi. I just want to leave the Immortal Sun into the matches where it tags Planeswalkers. Oh. Probably going to need to mute myself momentarily. Because it sounds like my wife and my monsters are home, so they're going to be coming in through the garage here, which is right next to my workstation. In the new house, that will not be the case, but for now, here we are. Maybe Declan and Jake will come say hi. They're cute on occasion. I am still here, Mikey. What's going on? I do a long stream on Friday. My schedule is 1 to 8:30 at a minimum. I think I'm gonna do 1 or 2 more decks tonight. We have a good sized audience. I put on his mulligans to nothing. All right. Oh, we're gonna play. All right, sure. You did miss the fries. If you missed the fries, you can recatch them on YouTube later. They were part of the green-white tokens video and the blue-black control video that'll go up. Hello, monsters. You went to the jump-in place?
You want to go there?
You want to say hi to the internet?
Hi. Oh, this is the crash game.
This is the crash game.
I want to play with you down here.
You want to play the crash game? Don't you want to eat your chicken nuggets? And your chocolate milk?
No.
Oh, you got mac and cheese?
I don't want to eat it down here.
Bears in Pants, thank you for the Twitch Prime support. I appreciate that. Welcome. Thanks for keeping me employed here. We might flood out and die here, huh? He's gonna get to eat. He's just gonna eat upstairs.
Huh?
Dad?
I was talking to them.
Did they want him to stay down here and hang out?
No, he's fine.
They did want him, didn't they? The
Go.
internet wants him because he's adorable.
He is adorable. You're not wrong. Let them play. Declan's funny. We actually sit and play Arena off stream together occasionally. He likes to watch the cards smash into each other. He refers to Arena as the crash card game, if you heard him. Believe it or not, he'd never once asked to play. He had never once asked to play Magic Online with me. All right, can we live 2 turns? I'm not sure that we can live 2 turns is the issue here. We've got the combo set up, but we need 2 more turns to execute it because we have to equip and then have 4 mana to activate. So I need to do this. The maps don't have any counters on them. Unfortunately, my mana's been tied up every turn. So I get what, 3 scries but to find a Settle the Wreckage? Does that do it? So next turn I'm getting attacked for... No, that doesn't do it. Looking for a settle, a settle, a settle. Looking for a settle. Do 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 do. All right, survey says. All right, well, we lost to the Moldiform. Double History of Benalia is real good. I could have time warped, couldn't I? Yeah, I should have. I could and should have. I definitely could and should have. I like the animation. Yep. I could have hit another seal. Alright, that seems not amazing, but it's definitely a keep. Do you play a Grixis control deck? We play Grixis control on stream. If you go to my website or my YouTube channel, you can find a bunch of matches with various iterations of Grixis stuff. When do I think I'll stream Hollow Flare? Whenever the next time I stream Magic Online is. Probably tomorrow night. I think I'm streaming tomorrow night. I need to confirm with my boss, but I think I'm gonna do sometime tomorrow afternoon or tomorrow evening. All right, I think I just need to hit the 4th land naturally here. What's the best mid-range deck? Yeah, black-green is the default dominant mid-range deck at the moment. That's unfortunate. I guess I keep that on top. Exile Shalai next turn. That's my Pandora station for the music that I often listen to. So we're dead. Oh, I can flip this, and I can't settle them because they have a Shalai. JK, LOL. Love you, wife.
I missed you.
Someone asked for what standard deck would I recommend to play on Arena. I would recommend finding a deck that you enjoy playing and playing that one on Arena. If you're looking for suggestions for standard decks, you can check out my website, click standard decks. You can drop fries into my cup this evening. It is a legal play. I don't really have a preferred Phoenix list. I'd recommend starting with the one that went 10-0 at the Pro Tour, probably. I apologize for what I'm about to do. It will only happen once. Uh-oh. We weren't dead on board. We had five life link. Why is it clicking here? All right. So this deck, I don't know. The blue-white core is probably fine. This was cute. This is just really mana intensive, right? Like you need 4 plus 5 plus 4, so you need 13, 15 mana, plus you need this to live for a turn, so probably too cute. The Angel Shell in Standard is fine. The blue splash is fine. There's been iterations. You're right, I was dead on board. I miscounted. The Jeskai Shell has seen some play too. Someone talked about adding Clarion and Aurelia. Like, that's probably fine as well. There's been varying copies of this list floating around. We did almost get to combo once, but again, a little bit clunky. Treasure Map was actually really impressive to me. I feel like this is a card that's just like severely underplayed in Standard for like how good it is. This card just consistently feels good in just every shell I put it inside of. All right, what do we have next here? We've got Big